Your way of something new each week. I'm your host Lara. With me today is not Colin and Megan again, but the very special guests that they have both wanted on and to talk to, and neither of them are here to do that. Hi, Nick.
They're laws. What up? You know what I
They're
mean?
fucking lost for
They're
sure.
fucking laws. What up, pimpin'? How's this fucking pod is crazy, man. I'm kind of happy that you guys made that shit because I feel like you guys are like the perfect trio for that shit. You know what I mean?
That yeah, I say that too. Like we're balanced.
Yeah, dude. Like it's not too, like it's not too what is it, like out of pocket with like just you and Colin. Like Megan comes in to like balance it
She
out a
comes
little.
in. She comes in to bring us down. She grounds us so we don't get too crazy.
Bring us down sounds so much more negative. She comes to just bring us down. We're fucking lit here, and here comes Meg party pooping on us.
Party pooping.
Party straight shitting parties on us, dude.
So I actually wanted to start with a question here.
Yeah,
Um, I know we normally end on a question, and we will. But do you believe that you need to try everything once, or do you think that there is a
like a line, like a
yeah,
line.
like a limitation, or that you just don't need to try everything once?
Damn.
What
That's
the
that's
fuck?
question like rips me in half because like part of me. So I feel like, I mean, at
What
least
the fuck?
personally, I've always been like, I'm such a curious ass, bro. Like it's like I'm genuinely like, I always want to know, like, if I'm interested in it, I want to know. But like, there is some shit, like, I don't know, like crack might not be something that I try
What,
Are you
Colin? You don't want to try
serious?
that once?
9 minutes? 9 minutes and you guys
What
didn't
up,
even fucking.
man?
Oh, Mega's here. Never mind.
I see Megan D down there, but I don't see. I just see like it looks like she's in a basement. Maybe she did go
Fuck
down the
you.
stairs, bro.
Fuck you. Y'all couldn't. Fucking 9 minutes. God damn it. You
Nah,
sent
bro.
one
9
fucking
minutes
message
too
and then
long.
said fuck you. You sent one message and then said fuck her, I guess.
You're literally
One
Meg. I just
fucking
want to.
message.
I want to say you're talking to someone who said they don't even want to do this anymore. So I don't like.
Damn, bro. She said you're talking to someone who said they don't want to do this anymore.
And I didn't know that until literally earlier that Nick was leaving at 10:45. So
That was
yeah,
that
just
was
hop right
big by
into it.
bad. That was big by bad. I definitely thought my plans and shit weren't starting until like 1 o'clock.
Fuck. Well,
Why do I feel
Um,
like I can't hear Meg very well, but I can hear you really clearly?
probably because I was
I
fucking
don't
with
know.
my mic, which is why I was not exactly on at 10.
Gotcha.
Is this any better?
Word. I mean, not entirely, but you know what? As best as we can do. That's all I'm cared about. I can still hear what
Yeah.
you're saying.
I got I got like a arm thing, like one of those fucking streamer fucking mic stand things.
Oh.
Because I've been fucking leaving my mic just sitting in front of my keyboard on my desk, and I feel like it's not a great place for it. I just keep knocking into it and shit. So
Um, I asked Nick if he believes in the phrase of like you should try everything once, or if there's like limitations on it, or
and he said he's not gonna do crack. That was his answer.
Yeah, well, like, that's what I was saying is like, yo, like, don't get me wrong. If we're talking experiences like, hey, like ski doing, like jumping out of an airplane with a parachute, like skydiving, like fucking, I don't know, having a dog. Yeah, for sure, bro. Try everything. But like, crack, you could probably leave that alone and find like alternatives to like crack. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I don't know. I don't think that like
alternatives, the
crack,
healthy alternative to crack.
like I feel like it's
Adderall.
almost like that's how they
What?
tried to what?
I said Adderall.
bro, Adderall, like
Just
fucking
fucking
Xanax, bro. Like it's like
just
not
mix
even.
a
That's
bunch of like
actually all those are actually
prescription.
probably worse or not worse, probably similar. Like it's like you
Just
don't
as
want to get
bad.
addicted to fucking Xanax or anything like that. Yeah,
Well, especially
basically
for
anything that's like not gonna cause your life to be like a down, like a spiral. Like maybe try once. Like I mean, yeah, like why not? I don't really see anything else that would be like against, as long as you're not like hurting. I don't know, like murder probably shouldn't be a thing you try once. Okay, is this like real lore of Meg Dempster? Because if
Yes, this is real.
that's
this is
real
a
lore,
real. This is
honestly,
a
Meg,
real.
that's a story that I think I would tell a lot of people. Like it's
Oh,
like
I told a
yo,
lot of people. I just can't. I just can't on the internet. You know, like there's like a
Like we
I
kind of
told
already
every person
have,
I met in life,
but
and we keep like alluding to it, like that my mom is in France, but like
we
the
just say she abandoned
overarching
your family is
drama.
all.
Yeah,
damn. I
yeah.
mean, I don't know if abandonment and going to find love in France is like really the same thing.
Um,
Like let's try to like word it a little more in her favor. She went to pursue her trying something once for the first time. She wanted to try to go to France and
her
find
wife's
love.
38 years old.
Listen, you
Her
didn't
wife
give an
is
age limit on this
ten,
question, Meg. That's
her
all I'm
wife is
saying.
10. Her wife is 10 years
Question.
older than me. Her wife is 10 years older than me.
Oh man, that does throw me for a loop.
But also, she's not gay. Don't worry.
What?
She's
Wait a
she's
minute.
not
So
gay.
hold on, Meg.
She's not gay.
Put yourself in your mom's shoes for just 10 seconds for me here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, Meg's mom, do you believe that you should try everything once, or is there limitations on it?
No, I try everything once for sure.
Okay, word.
You
For
see,
sure. Try moving
realistically,
to Europe. Try, starting a new life. Try marrying someone in secret and
Try
lying
being
about it.
not
It's
lesbian.
fine. Okay, we have to get back on topic because like try marrying a woman without it being gay. That's a challenge.
It's true. That is.
We're starting a new challenge.
doing anything, bro, that's literally me, like you guys seeing an OnlyFans of me gargling balls and being like, yeah, but it's not gay, dude. It's just not gay. Like, wait a minute, it's not gay. We're just friends.
Not
Just
gargling the
friends.
balls.
Whew.
Like, no
Okay,
way.
sorry. We gotta get back on top. But you missed out on a bunch of fucking Meg Dempster lore.
I mean,
You missed.
Buzzbait basically is just Meglore, honestly.
Buzzbait is just Meglore in a podcast form.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking. We could have a spinoff that's just me telling the craziest shit from my life story and my family.
Okay.
It'd be fucking nuts.
So do you, okay, I won't get it off topic. I am gonna get it off topic of like roasting Meg's mom and some of Meg's trauma, but I do think circling back on, okay, so if you're gonna try everything once, like genuinely maybe just as long, like just don't be a dick about it and like be open minded about it. Like if you're gonna go and being like fuck this thing, don't fucking do that. Maybe don't do that.
I asked this question because I don't know, for some reason, uh last night in my car. So by the way, I talk to myself when I'm like driving because sometimes you need to hear a real bitch talk, so I just talk to myself.
For sure.
Um 100%, man. So that's how I came about this question.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that'd be a good question to ask." And I came to the belief that I do not believe you need to try everything once.
Okay. Why did you feel you don't feel like you need to try it all?
Um I guess I feel like at a certain age, most of the time is when like, so I guess like it's limitations on everything, but um like right now, if you asked me like, "Hey, do you want to go try this thing?" I'd probably be like, I'd be yes or no for
Yeah.
sure. But it's like also like you said, like I don't really want to try crack. I don't want to try someone pooping on my chest. I'm good actually. I don't. I don't want
I
to do
was
that.
gonna say, actually, Lara, like you have a point. Like that's the thing. It's okay. Everything. So like being open to trying new things and letting yourself experience new and cool things and getting out of your comfort zone. Good thing. Trying everything. Be like, yeah, I'll try anything. That's not good. That's not smart. That's not a reasonable way to live life.
Right.
Well, yeah, honestly, you could just use. I'm gonna use David Bowie as an example because David Bowie has a quote, and it's not like a quote that I feel like is like I got just the quote. Like I just happened to see like the clip of him in this interview, and it was basically the I think the lady was asking him about like his sexuality. Like it was like, do you like do you consider yourself gay? Like do you consider yourself bisexual? And he goes, well, no, I guess I consider myself a trisexual. And she was like, what's that? And he goes, well, I'll try everything once, baby. And I was like, oh shit, David Bowie. Like, yeah, you
Damn, didn't know
kind
you
of
had game like that.
yeah, yo, you spitting a little bit, David, but like also David Bowie's dead. So like maybe don't try everything once,
Don't
you know
try
what I mean?
everything.
Don't try everything because David Bowie is dead. Like what? The logic and the
Clip me, check.
reasoning
Clip
behind
me.
that.
Clip me, chat.
Who do you think? Do you think we're live streaming right now?
Yeah, I know that.
This entire thing is a clip we're recording. The whole thing
Yeah,
is one clip.
this is like 3 weeks ahead.
This
No,
isn't even coming up for the next 3 weeks. Clip me in three
Clip
weeks,
me
chat.
right now. Do we want to get into the topics that we brought today? Meg, I know you brought an interesting one.
um, yeah, I didn't know if we were sticking to that stuff just because it came in at a weird time with all that other shit. But yeah, so I was going to talk about just some like topical news about uh Geico banning Cybertrucks from their insurance, and it's like, and just insane. I think I saw something on. So I'm still part of a all state Facebook group, right?
Hmm.
And I wanted to bring up that specific post because they were discussing how like Allstate should not, if they are gonna be long for continuing to cover like Teslas and stuff. It was insanely expensive to cover the Tesla because most insurance companies, they don't like the self-driving thing. They don't trust it. They think that like people are more likely to be irresponsible behind the wheel. So then I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like they were like, you're lucky to get a Tesla for like 1,200 or less. Like you got to have like hit all the other markers for 1,200 for a 6 month policy for a Tesla.
On top of the fact that like if you were to even like one you're right, it's I feel like the self-driving thing is a liability for sure. Like I just think that that's considerably the biggest liability of like a cyber of like a Tesla mod like truck. But like on
Especially
top
when
of the go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say, especially when you like, there's like millions of videos at this point of people like sleeping, and their Tesla or whatever is like just self driving.
And
If
it's like
I mean,
damn.
if I was driving next to that, I'd purposely bump into them just to see what would happen.
You're like you couldn't say it was you couldn't say it was me. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. You're
But they got
sleeping.
well, yeah. But they got cameras on the car. That's like the whole thing, is that it records everything too. So
Oh,
they would
is
be
it?
able
I
to
didn't
be.
even know that about the
Yeah,
Teslas.
there's literally like, I want to say at least 4 cameras on like every side of the vehicle.
However,
Damn, if you got cheeks in that, it'd be like you would just be selling porn.
On the outside. It's not on the inside, it's on the outside.
the
Oh,
okay, so that'd be insane. The what I was thinking is like, I saw a video a while ago. It was someone in their Tesla or Cybertruck or whatever it was, and they had, it was like their Tesla, one of the, it wasn't like detecting a kid in front of them.
damn. That's
So
so
I might be
dangerous.
able to get away with it. Teslas, look out!
But like on even on top of it, just like to bring like like I feel like the fiscal irresponsibility of like is if you get into an accident with a Tesla, like you can only bring that to a Tesla dealership to like get
Hmm.
fixed, which now they're gonna ransack you through the roof with
They
prices because
do.
they're the only ones who
Hmm.
make the thing and they're the only ones who can do it. So they
But
basically monopolized like their own vehicle because you can only bring your vehicle back to them.
But that's not Tesla exclusive, is the thing. Like, people make a big deal about it because it's Tesla, but that is
Yeah.
not Tesla exclusive. I was just watching a video of a guy who got a really cheap water damage. I want to say it was an Aston Martin. And he was trying to go through and like basically like redo what everything that needed to be done with the car. It had only a minor issue, but he couldn't get the systems to work internally because it
Oh,
was like, this is licensed to this
through
car
Aston Martin
and
for
you
sure.
can't.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And so
I
I
mean,
know that
Ford does the same
Ferrari.
thing, dude. Like Ford does the same thing. Like so does. It's almost like because they all do it that they're like it's not a monopoly if we're all just one monopoly. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, that still doesn't. No, dude, you can't. No, like just because like this guy murdered someone, you can just go murder that guy. Like that shit doesn't make like win for win, dude. Like in the eyes of the law, at least. I mean, for me, maybe Hammurabi's
Yeah.
code.
Yeah. Well,
Little
that's the thing.
Hammurabi code.
So like Tesla, so like the insurance thing with Tesla, right? Like, there was people were saying that like Geico is just going to be like not insuring them at all, and other like like other policies and stuff were going to follow suit. But really what they were saying was like that instead of having a normal private insurance on a vehicle, that they were going to start classifying it as a cargo vehicle, because of its weight and measurements, and then it's like I guess fully loaded with cargo and passengers, and the difficulty of repair shops acquiring replacement parts. Geico planned to force Cybertruck owners on a case by case basis to switch from private passenger automobiles to commercial vehicle insurance if they wanted to keep their coverage. So you could get a kind of coverage. It's still like, but it's basically they I had heard the number thrown around that it was like $50,000 to replace a Tesla bumper, and so it literally almost totaled a car to have someone just stuff the end in a little bit. And I'm like, that's insane.
That is pretty crazy. When you brought this story up, actually, it reminded me of this article that I saw on the 9th of October here, where it's this police department in California
Mhm.
um, unveiled their new Cybertruck.
Yeah, dude, I saw that too.
Yeah, they wanted to impress the kids, but like the community that they are in uh is pushing against it
Yeah,
and like really hates it because I mean,
it's
the
fucking.
police department paid like what 150,000 for
Yeah,
the
like it's
vehicle.
like, bro, if you're honestly, I would be kind of sick too. It's almost like the shit with like the highway sound that they're doing on like on the highway here. Like it's like that shit doesn't fucking make sense. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because it's like yeah, because the community is worried about their like, is this where our tax dollars really went? Especially because it's like what Tesla or not Tesla, I'm sorry, Cybertrucks are on their like fifth recall within the year that they've been
Yeah,
released. Like,
like so like
is it even worth the money to put into it?
yeah, like so on top of it, it's like now one you probably had to have a contract with Tesla. Like it's not unless you just went out and bought outright, which seems even more expensive. Like I don't know. It just seems like the background of it is a lot worse than like what we get out of it. Like it's like you guys probably said you would get, if it goes good, you get a couple more Cybertrucks and this and that and the third, and then it's like they reveal a Cybertruck to us and we're like, cool. So like you can't, I don't know, a charge like a Hellcat still out like outdoing you, bro. Like I don't really understand why a Cybertruck would be like
Yeah.
your choice.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like so all that is like totally like valid and real, but Tesla's been having issues in general with like the repair costs cuz when I was looking up like the repair cost thing and trying to figure out what exactly I had seen before, there's a thing here from just a Tesla the Model Y, right? And I want to say it looks to be maybe a 4-inch wide dent from someone crunching in the back of, like, it looks like on the tailgate, like with a hatch. And uh and they're saying that it's 6K to replace it plus another 8K if they
Jesus.
need to replace the hatch mechanism.
Jesus
$8,000 for a fucking
Christ.
hatch. You're gonna have a Tesla with a fucking bungee cord on it, like it's a fucking piece of shit vehicle. People are gonna be just like, fuck that, $8,000. But that's the thing. So like 6K plus 8K, that's $14,000 for a dent, for a dent and a hatch on a fucking trunk.
But if you own a 3D printer, revolutionary.
Deadass, bro. Like it's like, yo, what if they could 3D print metal, bro? Like it'd be fucking over. I would be
They'd be
3D printing.
over.
Like you invest in a $500 3D printer and you can fucking have parts for your car all the time.
And then everything's proprietary and they'll sue you. A little fucking alarm will go off. It'll be the only electrical still working in a car forever, and it'll be the alarm that says, "No, this is not a warranty piece." And all of them are going to have fucking chips in them to say you need a fucking microchip to say this is an original factory fucking
Oh
piece
yeah,
of equipment.
it'll have
It's
to
going to
have
be
some kind of like special engraving or some shit.
for real. And like they'll get with the state and you won't even pass an inspection if a single piece of your car isn't fucking legitimate.
That'd
Like you're
be
fucking
crazy.
I fucking can see it. We live
But I
in
can, yeah.
capitalist fucking dystopia.
I can see that happening for sure.
Yo, if we live, if it starts to get dystopian, can we be like, would you guys ride with me and being one of like, you know, there's like the outsider group that's like right outside the city who's like, fuck the man, like who's just, and they're like mad. I'm being one of them, bro. I'm not doing this.
As
I'm
long
Bro,
not being one of these
we
mooks,
I
bro.
we've covered it before where as long I'll join you, I'll ride with you for sure as long as it's not like as long as it doesn't get like apocalyptic. The second it gets apocalyptic, I'm literally just going to shoot myself. I'm not built for that. I'm not built for
yeah.
that.
I'm telling
Laura,
you that
that's the
listen,
thing is I
n-
feel like you're definitely built for that. And just hear
You're
me out. I'm
crazy.
gonna lay out some fucking reasons, bro. I'm not saying I know you better than you. That's not possible. That's fake. But what I do know is that you already know that when you're talking to yourself, you're talking to the realest bitch out here. So that means
Facts.
zombie,
Okay.
not zombie, bro. You're still the realest bitch out here, bro. Apocalyptic doesn't mean your realness just disappeared, bro. Maybe it does get devalued a little bit, but it does not go away. So all I'm saying is if you got with a group and you just brought the fact that you just bring a big brain so you can make some big brain plays once in a while, what else could we really ask for? Hey Laura, do you know how to fucking crop corn? No. Could you figure it out? Yes. Boom. Laura is perfect for this fucking group. Hey Laura, there's like a group of zombies trying to get in. Can you hold this machete and fucking just swing it out with them? Be like,
machete.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
machete.
machete.
Yeah, machete. and just swing it out for a little bit, yeah, that's your exercise for the day, Laura. You would be so built that you'd be like, honestly, I was made for this fucking universe. No rules.
Shoulders the size of my head.
Bro,
That'd be
no rule. You
crazy.
remember? Have you ever seen the Rick and Morty when like Summer got fucking diesel, bro, with Rick and was like beating the shit out of like Nazis and shit, bro?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yep,
that
yep,
would be
yep.
you just like walking around in like a post-apocalyptic era. Like they'd be like, "Yo, somehow Laura got 4 more tattoos post-apocalypse. Like she just somehow found a tattoo artist and had like some really nice work
Had the
done." And
resources to do
yeah,
it.
bro. And then you gave them like a couple goats. Like that's just how that. Yo, it's crazy. I think you could fucking do it. I think Meg would also be able to do it, but once Meg had to get to running, those ankles would give out and she'd be
There it is.
devoured.
Not the
Nick,
weak ankles.
I said in a chat with Laura that I wasn't gonna be able to handle this because I was gonna stick a screwdriver in the fucking outlet the moment that you said that I had weak ankles, and now I gotta follow through. I'm gonna fucking end it. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. You have no idea how those weak ankles have haunted me. Did you watch the clip? Did you watch the bullying Meg fucking clip on YouTube? Did you see
Which
what you
one?
did?
Which one?
Yeah, I
Exactly.
was gonna say which one. I seen a couple, so which one are you referring
Exactly.
to?
The one where literally I was trying to defend myself because Laura kept saying that they would have thrown me off a cliff as a baby in Sparta, and I was like, "Well,
Oh,
actually,
that's a good one.
I didn't get fucked up until later, and they needed strong women." And then Laura just interrupts me and goes, "Weak ankles," and I just start crying. Anyways, you have no idea how much the fucking weak ankle thing haunts me. Anyways, what the fuck was I saying? But you haven't been around for the chats and shit. First of all, you missed out on that fucking crazy lore. You missed out on all that other stuff. You missed out on me. I've been trying to start a commune for ages.
For
Get some.
ages. Yeah, but until I told you, until it's post-apocalyptic, you're good. Like if it was just commune, I think you could hold it down, Meg. But
Exactly.
once it got to where you needed to outrun other things running after you that don't get tired and don't have bad ankles, like it's over.
We
But
gotta get a
honestly,
mod where
on
it's like the Left for Dead 2 like characters, they just look like us. We gotta get a mod going.
honestly though,
Like that'd be fucking fire, actually.
I'm just saying, like, the moment that I do have to run, it's like I'll be the noble one and just self-sacrifice anyways. So like, nah, guys, I'll take this one for the team. I'm not going to run. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I just think it would be even funnier if she had like a chair like Professor X, bro.
What
It was
the
modded
fuck?
out so she could go like 25 miles per hour.
It's
You
got
don't even gotta worry
fucking
about weak ankles then.
decked
Yo,
out
honestly, at
mobility
that point,
scooter.
you really wouldn't, bro. We would just have to put some like off-road tires on that shit, so you could hit like fucking through
Sure.
forest and shit like that if you needed to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Until there's like water, then you're gonna be like, "Fuck, guys."
Yeah, I think I'm actually paralyzed. Like I actually can't just get up and fucking walk.
Well, I mean, are you gonna lift your
Swim
chair
and some
over
shit.
this water with those weak ankles? Come on,
Come on.
come
Come
on,
on. Come on.
come on. Be honest with yourself here, man. Oh damn, dude. It's
You think a crochet hook could do the same as a screwdriver in an
a
outlet?
a
Like a metal
crochet hook.
crochet hook. Like a metal crochet hook. You think it'll give the same effect as a screwdriver in an
Try
electrical
it.
outlet? You right. You right.
Try
You
it
Try
and
made
let us know.
it.
you made a
Remember, you
convincing
said in
argument.
your mom's shoes, try everything.
Try everything
Yeah, I was gonna say we
once.
clip that as chat. We clip that.
Yeah,
It's
we got that.
so funny that this entire thing is recorded. There is no clipping it.
There
There's
There's
is
not
no
no
a
chat.
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 There's zero chat.
There is, in fact, a chat. There's just nobody in it but us.
But I love saying that though, like something happening and going like chat.
Clip that chat.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a modern day like version of The Office where he looks at the camera.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's just like a
honestly,
verbal out loud.
you got me because I definitely, I was, when I was saying clip that earlier, I definitely looked to the side. I was like, clip that chat. Like,
I look into my webcam, which isn't on. Clip that chat.
clip that. You got that chat. You got
That's
that.
funny.
We're gonna go ahead and this video, this little piece of audio is gonna haunt Meg for the rest of her life.
Yep, sure will.
Honestly.
This entire 30 minutes that really like is not gonna make an effective podcast episode is gonna haunt me because it's gonna even if it doesn't come out as like a normal episode, it it's certainly gonna come out at some point.
It's certainly gonna come out at some.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
We gave a
You
deadline
say
earlier,
that.
Meg. I don't know if you were listening. There was a 3-week deadline that Laura
You
gave.
say Lara's got
Yeah.
a racetrack next door to her house.
I do. I literally fucking do. It's like maybe 20 yards.
What's so crazy though is literally the amount of times that I literally hear like a race car just in the fucking background.
Dude, I wish I fucking
the
recorded it yesterday. If I wasn't already awake, tragically at that time, it would have woken me up. So I work kind of night shift, 4 p.m. to 2 a.m., right? And yesterday, for whatever reason, I just could not fucking sleep. And I couldn't stay asleep. So at 10 a.m., I was wide awake, which I shouldn't be, but I was. So this fucking car, motorcycle, I didn't even give a shit to look, but it was so loud and like it rumbled my room.
Damn.
There was like a mini earthquake when that fucking thing zoomed by and it was so fucking loud. I was like,
Yo, people
Is
thought
whoever's
your
Milton
driving
house
was
just like
that,
dead.
is your house just like really close to the road or something? Or like
it's
what?
really close to the road and it's a very, very busy road.
Yo, honestly, there was also like when I first got in here, there was like I don't know if people are moving out or in by like building, but people are just like outside today.
We got
Well,
an
I
audience.
thought
That's chat.
That's chat. Clip it, chat. Turn around screaming, yo, yo, clip it, chat. They're like, what the fuck is clipping? I'm 62. I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
well,
I know you have to leave in a couple minutes here, Nick, but we normally have the guest ask the question. So if you have a question,
so you don't need a
In
question yet. So we'll give it a couple
so
minutes.
yeah,
We'll
so
go
sit on
oh,
spaceship
that,
here.
warm it
okay.
up.
So
Warm
I
it
guess this
up.
is
Yo, let
gonna
me get
be
my
a
microwave.
podcast episode, Laura. When you edit this, just like edit most of that shit out about my mom. Thank God we only spent like 5 minutes on it.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
get a full
for
episode out
sure,
of
for
this.
sure.
We'll get a full episode out of this. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go back to some more topical shit.
Um,
So
I brought a so I brought the topic of because I maybe again I always say it, maybe it's just my timeline, maybe it's just what I'm seeing, but I feel like
if you're gonna talk about fucking robots again, Laura.
no. But so
Okay.
many like families and like couples have just started playing like making up games for their family to play, or like the I see all the time, it's like that one guy and girl and they're just playing like board games. They have like a shelf of board games behind them.
Hell
Um
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like there's been a rise in it. Like maybe I'm not gonna say they're the originals, but like so many people have just started copying them. And I brought
Okay.
this story, or not the story, but this topic because there's one family, the Clem family. They have a daughter, Taylor, and every grown ass adult in the comments will just shit on her, and it's kind of funny. It's sad, but it's kind of funny.
Is she a child?
Yeah, bro. She's probably
She's a
what, like 13, 14.
oh yeah, like 13, 14 at most. And there's like
What the
60-year-old
fuck?
men going like, "I'm glad she lost."
Yeah, I'm glad she
What the
lost, dumb
fuck?
bitch. And you're like, damn,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
It's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
That's wild.
It is
That's
wild, but I
wild. That's
also
a
I
wild
imagine
choice as a
like
grown ass human.
yeah, as a grown ass fucking adult, you're watching this 13-year-old be like upset that she lost a game. Or they'll like constantly call her out and be like, well, I saw Taylor cheat. She's cheating.
But she always loses. So like, I don't
She
understand.
I've never seen a video where she wins.
It's
And
always her
all
getting L'd by her older sister.
yeah, it's always the older sister that's fucking smoking her.
God damn.
And it's never close. Like that's the issue of this whole situation is like it's never a close like move, bro. It's not like it's like, oh, Taylor's on her ass. I don't even know what the older sister's name is. I just know Taylor because she's the dupe. But like it's just like fucking the older sister's moving and Taylor's never on her ass. She's always getting like 4 questions wrong in a row. We'll get one right and then that's the end of the game. Like
I watched
Can you
one.
imagine? Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, can you imagine being like a 13-year-old and being like, wow, I'm famous, and then being famous as like a fucking loser?
Okay,
Like,
I was gonna
what a
mention that
terrible
earlier.
thing.
Of like, I can't imagine being her and going to public school. Literally, I don't know how she's doing it. She's braver than me. Because, like,
yo.
you not
Well,
only
she's
have all
probably
these
rich.
fucking grown adults shitting on you, but you're famous for being loser. You're famous for being a sore loser at that. Like, she has to be getting bullied. She has to be getting bullied. There's no other way. She's getting
I
bullied online
wonder
by adults.
I wonder if actually she's just like, yeah, I'm basically an actress, and like she's just actually like super chill when she goes to fucking school. She's like, no, I just put that on for
She's
fucking
like a
views, and
straight
I'm
A
famous and
student.
rich.
Like
She's like, I'm famous and rich, and all my classmates actually fucking love me, and I get money by
she
looking like a
shits
fucking
gold,
idiot on the
bro.
internet.
Like
Like that would be the funniest thing is if she's like, yeah, I want these 62-year-old men to berate me on the internet because I get fucking paid every time.
yo,
Like
She
being
fuck
that
you.
does, you know?
mature at that age is insanity because
It would
like
be
that
nice.
ass.
It would be lit because like
Yeah,
that is the mindset.
man. I wouldn't be like that. I'd be like, yo, these
Mindset, grind
people are
set.
bullying me, bro. Fucking ouch.
Right, me at 13, I wouldn't think like that, but that I'm hoping for her sake that she's just like, yeah, fucking do it,
But there's
give me
also
money.
there's videos like the dad started involving himself in these videos. I think it was his idea to start, but he started involving himself in these videos, and it's like, okay, I see why Taylor acts like that now because the dad is also a sore loser.
Yo, she said the
Yikes.
dad is also yo. So now I'm gonna keep it on the topic of these families. I am gonna switch families. Have you heard of the fucking Costco guys, bro?
Yes, boom, love
Bro,
them.
I'm so sorry. I I throw up in my mouth from secondhand embarrassment every time I watch those
Oh
videos.
yeah, absolutely.
Every single time. I've never once
I have
watched
no
those
idea what you're
videos and was like,
talking about.
bro, why does the dad say double chocolate chunk cookie like that? Why does he say that? It really irks my. He'd be like double chocolate chunk cookie. Like it's like, yo, why did you just growl at me when you said that, bro? That's awful.
They started involving the fucking kid that's like not theirs too. I'm gonna send a video into our chat just so Meg can see who and what the Costco guys are.
Bro.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
They do give me secondhand embarrassment, especially the videos where the dad's not involved and it's just like the little kids. But that's just little kids being little kids, and they can be cringe, and that's
Yeah.
fine. Um, but I do get secondhand embarrassment, but at the same time, like, gotta respect the grind. They're getting a bag,
Oh,
so
for sure, bro.
I do get secondhand embarrassment, but at the same time, I do kind of enjoy their videos. The only thing that like super throws me off is the dad's face. I don't like. I don't trust it.
No, but like, what the fuck did I just watch? You heard it from the Rizzler. What the fuck? The
No, but
chicken
what the
pig.
fuck did I just watch?
I don't know why he talks like that either, Nick. I
Thank
wait.
you. I'm so bro. I was like, am I just being like a fucking hater? Like I might just be a hater, bro. Like and then I was just like, there's no way that other people think that this is like cool, bro. Like there's other
Uh-oh. Nick's
Uh-oh, we
recording is
lost Nick.
stopped.
Yep, Nick just fucking checked the fuck out.
I didn't. Someone, Ton just called me. That's my bad.
No wonder why your audio sucks. You're just chilling on your phone.
No, Ton literally just called me and I swiped it up, and then it was like microphone muted, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, damn indeed. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Can't remember what I was saying, but yeah, no, I
Dub,
don't know why he talked like the double chocolate
double,
chocolate.
double.
That's
The double
wild.
chocolate chunk cookie.
Yeah, like it's like,
That's
and the
wild.
thing is the way he says that makes me believe that the chunk of the chocolate in that cookie is fucking chunky, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's definitely some extra chunk to that cookie.
Chunk.
But
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see it, they're always talking about the chicken bake v like a cookie, and I'm like, why can't I just eat the chicken bake with the cookie as dessert? Like, can I not? Or do we have to decide, Costco guys?
And that's how I feel about the Hawk Tuah girl.
Oh, I love the Hawk to a girl. I'm so sorry.
I am not the biggest fan, but I do respect her. I have a lot of respect. I think she's handling like the fame she received well. I think I can't hate her. She's getting a bag.
I feel like I don't hate her because I genuinely think that that's how she is, like, as a person. Like, I don't think the Costco guys walk around being like, hey buddy, do you want a double chocolate chunk cookie today? Like, I don't think he
That too,
fucking
yeah.
I don't think he walks around saying that on his day to day. But like, I feel like that, like, that was genuinely that girl. And like, even when I see like clips of her pod, bro, like, it's like she genuinely is like just like a southern girl who's had some shit happen to her, and that's it, bro. She's not
I was
anything
going to
crazy.
bring her podcast up because I tried. What I was going to do is I was going to listen to the first 3 episodes and then like kind of give my review here. However, I listened to maybe 20 minutes of the first one and was like, this is dog shit. Um
The clips are better
which
than the actual pod.
yeah, the clips are way better. Which is how I also feel about our podcast. I'm not gonna lie. If someone were to listen to the very first episode, like they would also think this is dog shit. So I get it.
Okay, thank you for that caveat because we got a lot better.
We got a lot better. We got a lot better.
We
Thank you for that
did.
caveat.
Cause
Because
like cause she started to say she's like I think that's how ours is too, and I was like, God damn, Laura, I thought we were doing a lot better than the
God damn, dude. I mean, I know that it's fucking. It was a. We're new, but like, God, dude.
we started off rough. That first one was, but then
Yeah,
we
the
we
first one was
quickly.
rough, but
This one's gonna be rough, but we're very consistent with decent now.
um,
Honestly,
You fucked it up, but that's okay.
oh,
this is.
damn.
I know. I definitely
I
fucked
gotta
it up.
get it back. I gotta get him. I gotta get him back, Laura. Okay, he
That's
hit me
you
with
know
the weak
what? That's fair.
ankles.
But the Talk to a Podcast, right? When it first
Talk
came out,
to her.
I think like what, the
Oh
first
my
week,
god,
first
I
2
don't know
weeks?
anything about this. Tell me that's exactly what she did. It's Talk Tua because she's the Hawk Tua girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank God, because literally I said, "Oh, you're gonna talk to the Hawk Tua girl," and in my mind, that's what I did. And thank God that's what she actually did. She really
Um
that was smart.
but her podcast kind of sucks and the ratings also show that. It could also just be a ton of people going, "I hate this bitch. Fuck her and fuck her podcast." But
That
it has 12.7k ratings, 3 stars, which when I look at what I rated it, I believe it's also 2 stars.
damn. Tragic.
Yeah, we got to get her we got to get her sound quality. Let's take over her studio. I
Hey,
think
On
you know
top
what?
of, like, let's
I
just we'll get her on one of the pods, bro. You'll get
honestly
like
like
one point million,
let's
like
bring her
1.1
on.
million of just guys who just like listening. Like, yo, Mr. Beast rented out a theater to like listen to it.
that shit. Listen, I feel a certain way about fucking him, and I always have. Something about his smile, his face, he creeps me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then fucking KSI's dog shit song came out. And then
Dog shit.
dog shit. And then I
Dog
Show
shit.
Speed was like, yeah, the song is dog shit, and was like, oh, like, say he said something about like listen to talk to a eat lunchily and stream your song. He was like, I can't do all that or some shit. Or
Yo.
like I don't want to. And so right after Speed said that, that's when Mr. Beast rented out the theater to listen to Talk to a, eat lunchlies, and stream his song.
I can't stand, bro. Can't stand it. It's like, I don't know. Like, again, like, I don't mind her pod. Like, I don't. I mean, again, I've watched clips more than I've watched like an actual whole episode of her podcast. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not first thing. KSI's song, dog shit. Like, I don't care what no one says, dog shit. He had a post where he was like, maybe I should give up music, and I was like, kinda, probably. Like, you know what I mean? So I do think that's a poopy one. Um,
He is getting so upset that people are hating on the song. It's kind of funny. But he tweeted
Yeah,
out, he
I'm
was like, I'm
64.
not letting he was like, I'm not letting the hate get to me, and then is letting every little piece of hate get to him, and it's kind of funny.
So, anyways, you got a question, Nick, for the end of the podcast?
um, yeah, like, does the question, it can be like any question, right? Or
I
did it need to
asked
be like,
Laura and Colin one time how many times they were dropped on their head as babies. So yeah,
It
it could
could
be
it
anything.
could be literally any question.
like, is it supposed to be related to like me asking you guys like personally you guys, or just like just a question that I just would like your opinion on?
Just whatever. You also answer your own question, by the way. We all do.
Okay. Um, how do you guys feel? Because this is just kind of like, this is one like a topic that I just randomly will think about, and I'm just like, life. How do you guys feel about AI's like trajectory of pushing forward like so much that it like can't be controlled, and but also like its uses within society? Like, I feel like it gets to the point of where it may be uncontrollable. Like, there's a lot of videos of like people having like AI and robots, and the robots end up like kind of like thinking for themselves and don't really go off of like what they've been like programmed to do. So it's just like, what do you guys think of AI being more integrated in society of our day to day, rather than just like something that you think is just done in like Napa Valley or wherever the fuck they do it in California?
This
You
is
know
such
what's
a
funny?
heavier question than like the first 40 minutes. That's crazy. Uh
Yeah, I was not expecting this, and also I thought it was funny because Colin definitely banned us from talking about AI when he's around, so this is perfect.
This is
Yeah, no,
perfect.
it's perfect because like Colin's like, I don't want to talk about AI shit. Like, don't
yeah, when we
fucking,
were the very
thanks.
beginning, before we even like started to record anything, I asked, I was like, are we gonna have like banned topics or whatever?
He said AI. Why did he say AI?
I think
He
he
Like,
said
said
did
he
he
would
he?
was
just get
most.
really pissed and upset about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like
okay.
rightfully so, I understand
Yeah, like, I
because
mean, I get it. Like, it's like,
because like
again,
we have I mean we're running into a problem where it's like, women's safety here, because like people can just generate some girl at work that they have a crush on like sucking their dick.
yeah, that's, yeah, that, what is that face?
Deep
Like,
fake.
yeah, deep fake, bro. That shit's that blows my mind every time, because
Crazy,
I'm
crazy
like, yo,
fucking
I'm
work.
like, yo, I'm like, I could record myself like murdering somebody and then deepfake someone else's face and they're murdering somebody, and like they would think that like it was someone else murdering them, and I could at least get like a month or 2 months to escape.
And
That's
while it's like,
insane.
yeah, and so it's stuff like that, but it's also people aren't thinking about like what's happening when they're posting their child online. I
Oh,
hate to
yeah.
say
dude,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
dude,
to I
yeah.
hate to be the one to say it, but with deep fakes, you have no idea.
No,
You
I
have
know.
no fucking idea, and
Yeah,
it's
bro.
crazy.
I've seen so many videos on that of like people being like, uh it's like even people like who's the Bobby Altoff or whatever her name is. She even like every time she posts her kids, she'll always like blur their face out and stuff like that. And I'm like, good, because like you really don't know.
There's some
Like even
freaks out
though
there, man.
yeah, it's weirdos out there, and a lot of the time, I get there was this one thing that I saw where, not to get like weird, because I feel like this is going down a deeper like rabbit hole, but where a guy was like, it was like supposedly from somebody who's considered a pedophile, and was like, oh yeah, like like you guys think that we're the guys who are just like on the internet, or like the guys who are just like driving like white vans or whatever. He was like, but we're the guys who are like being really kind to like like single mothers. We're the guys who are like going on the internet and like friending single mothers who post their kids on their page. Like those are the people that we're targeting. And I was like, oh
That
shit,
is
like
disgusting and scary.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like it was just like those. And the thing is think of the amount of people who are, especially like people who are in their 40s and have kids right now, like younger kids, because they like know how to use social media, but they don't know the extent of how much information of yours is on social media. So it's almost
Yeah,
like they're thinking that you're just posting pictures, people are just seeing your pictures and that's it. But it's like people can go in and find birthdays, your kids' birthdays, an address, where you were at this point in time, so the roundabout area you're in, and people can, you can, what is it, with AI, going back to it, you can like over the phone, you can like like switch your voice to sounding completely like somebody that you've heard recordings of. So it's like you could sound like someone's mother, or you could sound like someone's like aunt, uncle, whatever it is. Like you can just fake that out and just be like, well, now they're about to send me $300 to this thing. Now they're like, or
but
then now I'm gonna steal their kids. Like,
yeah. To go back to your question though of how I kind of feel about like the trajectory of I personally believe that if we don't get like younger people in like Senate and like
mm-hmm,
the House of Representatives and stuff, like we are not going to see a change. And I mean, we're already kind of living that because it's like, how many old fucks do we have that are just sleeping in the Senate, in the House, you know? And there was an article. This was earlier this year of like OpenAI and like Google. They went to the Senate to try and teach the um the congressman about the dangers of AI.
yeah,
And I mean, it's only been a couple months since then, but like we aren't really seeing a change. We aren't seeing any restrictions
mm-hmm,
or regulations. So I think until we get some like younger people that actually understand the technology that we're dealing
using,
with, we
mm-hmm.
aren't going to see a change.
Okay, Meg, what about you, pimpin'?
Did you just say pimpin'? What about you pimpin'?
Yeah, dude,
Meg, big dog.
big homie.
Honestly, I think that AI is a really like intricate and interesting topic because the reason why the discussion with Colin even got brought up with AI is because I was like, oh, like what are some of the stuff that we're talking about? Because like I could go really like philosophical, and I would mention a conversation that I had at work, which was like, at what point is something considered true AI, and like at what level, like because artificial intelligence, like the there's like, oh, something's a computer program, like, a button gets pressed and input happens, and then it outputs something like a normal computer that's running an algorithm. Like that's a thing that's been a thing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's different than like artificial intelligence, and that's different in a couple of ways. Primarily that like it the way that it goes about like creating and interacting with things, I think, is the big difference. So I had an entire conversation about like what was true AI and at what point does something become AI.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't think that you ever hung out with her while she was on overnights, but someone that was on overnights is on Dayside with me, and we just kind of like got into like this thing and like running down the line of like at what point is that and like at what point does that become a problem? Like what level of consciousness does the AI have to have? What level of sophistication does the AI have to have before it's like a true issue, right? Because
And
like the kind of AI that's generating art and stuff right now isn't really the kind of AI that's going to be causing an issue right now. I mean, the only issue like with the art generating AI is like the kind of like thing where it's like, oh, it's taking away from artists. Corporations are using these tools, so like that kind of thing. But if you're talking about like AI as being like a complete society wide like a true danger to society, then I think you're talking about like a different kind of AI. And I think that we're further off from that sort of thing than
yeah,
we are from just like the thing of like, well, capitalism is going to milk the shit out of AI and fuck the American people, and it's bad in that way. But I think we're further away from like the actual level of intelligence for AI that would cause like scary shit, you know?
Yeah, that so there's an article actually about general intelligence AI, which is that quote unquote like the scary shit. Like that's general intelligence AI would be the AI that can like that's like the sci-fi robots of like, oh, they can think
Hmm.
for themselves and they think, they have like free will or whatever.
Yeah, I think versus like
And
mechanical AI, which is
yeah,
like
which is
learning
kind of what
input,
we have.
pattern recognition. Yeah.
But there are articles about like how it's general AI actually isn't too far off
Well,
from where
that's the thing.
from how we're headed. Like the CEO of OpenAI is like, yeah, it's possible.
It's possible, but I think that a few things have to overlap primarily. Like, have you seen the things that they're doing with like generating images based off of brain scans? Have you seen the different
no,
stuff from that?
I
I'm
have
gonna send you
not.
guys. I'm gonna drop you guys some videos because that's just wild. So they're literally taking and they're like basically they put people in like a basically like a brain MRI thing, right? And they show them an image and they watch their brain light up. Right? So your brain lights up in a pattern because your brain creates patterns as it learns things. So
mm,
whenever you see something consistently, every time you see the color red, every time you see the color blue, every time you see a specific type of animal, every time you see someone like a woman with blonde hair, your brain will light up in a specific way, right? So
specific
they do
pattern. Yeah.
this, they show you these things enough times and they get a scan and the computer tracks the pattern of how your brain lights up, and then they tell you to think of something. And when you think of something, the computer says, "This is what I think they just thought of." And
Holy
the
shit.
accuracy level, it will generate an image of what it thinks that you thought of. And that's what's wild. That's
Yo,
what's wild to me.
that's
When they tell
that's what
you
I'm
think of a
saying.
giraffe now and you imagine a giraffe and the AI goes, "I think this is what they thought of." And it shows a picture of a giraffe. It's like, "What
Mm-hmm.
the fuck?" Like that if that kind of shit like overlaps, because that's like a it's I think it's inefficient in a way for what computers do now, but it creates the ability to do more, because I feel like the big gap between what AI can do now versus what it needs to do to become sophisticated enough to become like a huge issue is that it needs to be able to go outside the bounds of what it's been told. And
Yeah,
it can't do that. So it can't create something new. And human beings can.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something, and like not in every circumstance, like there's you can't just create something totally new, something totally that could never have existed before until you created it in every
Watch me.
circumstance. But that's what I mean. In every circumstance you can create something, you can create a completely unique sound that's never been made before. You can create a completely unique piece of art that literally uses a medium that nobody's ever used before. You could find something and be like, nobody has ever made art with this type of material before, and you make something out of it, and that is completely unique. I don't think that where AI is right now, it can do that, and therefore it has not reached the threshold of what is necessary to be true artificial intelligence. Because like the distinguishment between artificial intelligence and stuff is like it needs to be nearly indistinguishable from what we consider to be an intelligent life form. Now, my question, my debate with Nikki was, what is the threshold from that? Nikki's threshold is like human like intelligence. It needs to be like me and you and indistinguishable. My threshold is way lower because I was saying that there's a level of sentient like because at first Nikki threw out like a couple of things about like decision making and adapting and like being able to do certain things like that, and then I said, well, what's the lowest like kind of like life form that you accept, and we got into talking about slime molds and how they choose food sources despite being mold, and how they make decisions and choose food, like I said, choose food and grow and move in different directions based on like external stimuli, as if they had like a nervous system, even though it's not considered like a sentient creature and stuff. So we got into like this entire thing, but I just think that like there's like a threshold that it needs to meet, and we aren't quite there yet. But with the places that like Neuralink is going and these MRI scans, I'm gonna send you some videos for sure. You're gonna be like, that's fucking nuts, because it's wild the things that they're pulling out.
I will
Yeah,
say,
dude. I know. I was gonna say honestly that like I didn't know about that brain scan shit. And that shit's kind of crazy. But I'm also in the middle of getting ready to leave, gang. So I will catch y'all. This has been real. And when you guys want me to come back with not shit sound quality, you guys let me know.
keep it
Crisp.
crispy.
We're gonna keep it crispy.